There are various, you don't have to do it right now, I'll tell you. Just pay attention. Many of us growing up don't get the opportunity, but we get definitely amply yelled at. How many of you have been told? How many of you have been told that stop wasting your time, go focus on your studies? 10th and 11th graders are, you've never been scolded? Participate. Especially so when they are in 11th and 12th. Right? With all your essays and all your college apps and SADs. There's one more. ACT. But the funny thing is, at least myself, growing up, I was never taught. I even asked, but I was never taught how to focus. We have been told, we have been scolded, we have been reprimanded, we have been, what do you call it? There's a funny system in this country when you do some kind of mischief, you are made to sit in a corner. I would have loved it. I still can't fathom as to why it works in this country with all of you. Time out! And everyone sits down there quietly and it seems to work. And once I had asked one of my elders or well-wishers that you keep scolding and saying that focus. If you know how to focus, teach. And I got what I call it as a top spin. You understand top spin? Nice one. It is only when I went to the ashram that when this method was taught, when this whole technique was introduced, then I felt that this is what I was missing all through. Wish it was taught earlier. So we made it a tradition to introduce this in the high school, right at 9th grade, which is when your pressure of education, pressure of just being brown. I feel it. But you have to be every godforsaken thing that is out there, right? You have to be in music, you have to be in instrumental music, you have to be in vocal music, you have to be in dance, you have to be in what is the math? Math.
Kumar.
Kumar. And you will be saying, come on. And then you've got geography B, math B, spelling B, ye B, wo B. And on the top of it, Sunday. So there is not a single day where you have to be a part of everything. So being brown isn't that easy. I feel it. So with all these pressures, say, by the time you get to this 9th grade, there is also pressure of your peers, peer pressure. You have to blend into the entire group. You have to appear cool. And whatever is the new definition of coolness, what you got to wear, what you got to not wear, what you got to appear as. when you are in school, when you are outside, when you are with the friends, when you are, there is a branding happening. You have appeared in such brands. That pressure is also there. Then, that is when there is the greatest divide between generations also happens. The older generation, parents, feel that you don't understand, and you feel that you understand everything. It is they who have a problem and they don't understand anything. Right? You don't get it, do you? So these are various pressures. Now, as these pressures are increasing, believe me, when you go out of this environment called house and this structure right now, which you are eagerly waiting to, wish I can get into that college, that place, that environment wherein I can stay far, far away. I can do really whatever and have the freedom. This which you are calling pressure is, I call it in my head as jujube. Like, it is nothing at all. It is only going to intensify. It is not to scare you. It is just to put the facts as is. Straight facts. Now, how do we prepare for them then? There are tools. One of the most efficiently beautiful tools is if we can have control over our own equipment, then however the traffic is, if you have a control over your car, however the traffic is, you will know how to mitigate your way. But if you don't have the control on your own vehicle, you are a chaos to yourself as well as a pain for everyone around. Right? So similarly, the insight tool that we have is called our mind. So let us understand this mind. 11th, 12th graders. Anybody? Nobody? Nobody wants to raise their hands. 11th, 12th. How many of you are there? Only one?
No, there's like.
Dude, raise your hands, man. Good. How shy? So can I ask questions? That is why we were not raising our hands. In self-unfoldment, there is a definition for mind. What is it? We haven't yet touched that part of the syllabus. Mind means flow of thoughts. There is water in this bottle. What do you call that water as? Bottled water. Can I call this water as a river? I must be crazy to do so. When will you call a mass of water as a river? When there is continuous flow of water. See, quantity wise, ocean also has water. Do you call it a river? There has to be a continuous stream of flow. That is when you call it a river. Similarly, just a thought cannot be called as a mind. The thoughts have to be continuously moving. There are certain issues with that. First issue, the speed with which our mind is uncontrollably running. One thought after the other, one theme after the other, one emotion after the other, one feeling after the other. It feels very overwhelming and tiring. That's one problem. Then, there are several gateways through which this mind can run out. If you had known cricket language, I would have immediately said. And that is why our lives are a run out. Run out meaning you have lost your opportunity. There are 10 gates, and through these 10 gates, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, skin, touch, all these, we go out, and there are distractions out there. And the mind gets distracted through these different sensory perceptions. And on the top of it, there is something very, very, very strange. That our mind, I don't know from where it comes or how, but there is this trigger of uncontrollable emotions that suddenly get unleashed. Especially after your chemical factory begins. Somewhere about 13, 14, your chemical factory begins. Hormonal changes. Hormones are nothing but chemicals, right? Natural, but chemicals nonetheless. And this adds to the problem. And then we've got the worst thing possible called IKEA. Not the furniture store. IKEA means an attitude. I know everything anyways. IKEA, I know everything anyways. That makes sense? And with that attitude, we block everything possible for our own growth. Now, how do we handle this kind of mind? Is it really a problem? Doesn't it come with something good in it? It's one of the most beautiful equipments that we have. It does right from the birth, right from the morning that we wake up till the time that we sleep. There is continuously so many aspects that it seamlessly is functioning through. What does it do? It gathers data from the outside world, transforms it into an experience, processes it, analyzes it to make it a tangible understanding, and then allows your organs of action to function in that tangible world to meet your ends. Is it complicated? No. It's input output, that's all. There's data going in, it processes it and output into actions. And it does it in a seamless, such a flawless way. Let's see. What is this? Whoa, how did you know? The eyes have seen, the ears have heard, and there's a processing happening. It seems so seamless, but there's a very complicated processing happening. Because through the eyes there is a piece of data that is coming, that is a form. Through the ears you have heard. Have you ever paused to think what is pulling all these things together to make it a cognizable sequence of events called experience? That is what the mind does. So don't get confused that it is the brain. Brain is only the hardware. Mind is the software. Make sense? So it has an amazing facet to itself. And it can do complicated things. And we don't even pay attention to it. Now what am I holding in my hand? What flower is this? Orangish flower, okay. You got a name for this? Orangish pink flower, okay, fine. Orangish pink flower. You got a name for it?
No.
Anybody by mistake knows the name for this?
No.
Try. Marigold is yellowish golden color. Okay, parents?
Carnations.
It's a carnation.
A what?
A nation filled with cars, carnation.
Oh.
That thing. Now let's do this experiment. Are you all paying attention?
Yes.
Hopefully. Pass it. Oh, God. Let's try it again.
It has flour. It's not going to hit you. Okay, it's going to hit you.
I'm just hoping that one of you at least will catch it. I did.
There you go.
Good job.
So when this thing is being thrown at you, many of you are like, whatever. I don't care. Why am I sitting here? So finally you got it. Now what is happening when this is being hurled at you, thrown at you? When you see that this is coming, there is an object. Your mind is evaluating it. How did your hand move exactly to that spot wherein it can catch it? There's so much of physics going on in there. Your mind is calculating the speed, your mind is calculating the trajectory of it, your mind is calculating the angle of it, your mind is giving instructions to your hand to reach up to that angle, and you know that it is a flower, it's not going to hurt, so you're going to take it in a certain way. If it is something more heavier or faster, then you will evaluate. Do I catch it? Do I have it in me to catch it? Do I duck? Do I win? Do I hit it back? I don't know. There's a lot that is happening. Now with all that put together, when the mind has to be streamlined at a point where I require it to turn around and focus on that which is required, all these layers act as friction. How many of you have started driving? No. Like since birth you have been driving others crazy. That's it. Driving a vehicle. You have started driving? When you are in the turnings, you have started driving? Good. You can raise your hand, you know. Okay. Sorry. So when you drive, when there is a curve, in that curve, you have to be careful because you have to slow down and you have to balance that the speed is not exceeding. Otherwise, what will happen? There is high probability that you will topple. Now, with the mind as well, if we don't know how to gauge it and direct it, at every turn and twist of life, there will be an accident. Because there are so many wheels that are moving in, so many layers of it, that are creating these layers of friction. Why is there so much of frustration, irritation, and you just wake up, you're just getting out of the bed and saying, I feel so tired. For God's sake, you just woke up. You should be feeling energetic. No. It's because we have never tuned our minds to make anything efficient out of it. Now, Japa is not, along with this Japa mala that you have, Japa is not a marathon of trying to chant the name of the Lord in a quick succession and be done with it. There are people who do that. Supposing the mantra is Om Namah Shivaya and they do Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. What are you trying? I've been told to do 108 times, I'm finishing it up. It's not going to be beneficial. Then how do you do it? Why should you do it? So first off, there is something very spectacular if you integrate your breathing to your thought. When you are angry, how is your breathing? Is it fast? Does it have a rhythm to it? No? Unrhythmic. When your mind is quiet, how is your breathing? Like right now?
Slow.
It's slow, deep, rhythmic. Even cartoons show that, right? When in Tom and Jerry, one fellow gets angry, his face gets red, and there is puff of air coming. Right? How is the breath shown? Very random. But when that is the correlation. When the mind is calm, the breathing is calm. When the mind is agitated, the breathing is agitated. Controlling the mind becomes difficult, but controlling the breath, is it tangible? Is it easy? Breathe. Hold it inside. Breathe out. Hold it outside. Can you do all these steps? We can regulate it. So the first step to do is learn how to sit straight. Please, por favor, try to sit straight. This is not straight, okay? Keep your back straight. Head, neck and back should be in one alignment. Then slowly breathe in and breathe out. Through your nostrils, slowly breathe in and breathe out. When you do that to a count of 11 times of cycle of breathing in and breathing out, you will find that your mind has now been gathered together. It is not like scattered all over the place. But still there will be thoughts trickling in. So then what do? Just as a loud whisper that you can hear yourself, you chant the mantra, synchronizing it with the breathing pattern. Why? Can you all give me a good Hari Om?
Hari Om.
Louder.
Hari Om.
Thank you. Now can you do it while breathing in with the same loudness? I'll give you $100. That's how the voice box is made. Though you can make sound, but it's not with that clarity. Hari Om. Hari Om, how are you? I'm breathing in. But that is not the natural way. Natural way is the breath has to come out through the voice box, the larynx, to make cognizable sounds. So when you're synchronizing breath with your japa, the breathing and the japa is being synchronized. So you breathe in consciously, and while you are breathing out, supposing the mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. Can you repeat after me? Sit straight. Lock your hands. Put it in your own lap. Many of you are not sitting straight. You understand, right? Straight. That is not straight. Gently close your eyes and follow the instructions. Breathe in, and as you are breathing out, join along with me to chant Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe in. Om Namah Shivaya. Again, breathe in. Om Namah Shivaya. Again, breathe in. Om Namah Shivaya. synchronize our breathing. While breathing in, we are consciously breathing in, and while breathing out, we are chanting. Why? That is the natural process of uttering something. Now, while you were chanting, if you were chanting loudly, at that point when you were chanting, was there another thought possible? If there was another thought possible, that means you were not chanting. Period. Because like the computer chip, which has billions of instructions per second, which gives us on the GUI, on the front end, a feel that all these processes are happening simultaneously. But actually it is the speed at which it is running. It gives us the front feel that everything is going seamlessly parallel. But it is not. Similarly, our mind can handle one instruction per given moment. It cannot entertain more than one. At any given point, you can only entertain one thought. So at this point, when you are focusing to sit straight, breathing in, and chanting the name in synchronization with the breath, where is your mind? With the thought, with the mantra, but not with your other thoughts. So you don't have to fight with your other thoughts to stop it. All that you have to do is sit down, synchronize your breathing, slow down your breathing, do it 11 times, then chant this mantra along with your breath. So what will happen with the other thoughts? You quickly snap out of it. Once you snap out of it, because you are not in the middle of it, middle of that thought, which is dragging you around, now you are away from it, now you can visit that thought back in the most objective pattern and thereby catering to that situation without being sucked into it. Now over a period of time when you say repeat 27 times, how many beats are there? 28. But how many times are you expected to be completing? 27 times. When you do it 27 times, at the end of the 27th time, what do you experience? That there is the mind which is gathered, focused, and available. Now you have to apply this mind to the field that you choose to apply it in. Whether it is in sports, whether it is in education, whether it is even to wind off and sleep. It was a good technique. You gather your mind and then withdraw slowly. Or the same technique is also used to turn that mind within to reach to the heights of meditation. This is the key pivotal step. Did you get the whole sequence of it? Yes, no, please answer.
Yes.
You staring at me feels very scary. You get it?
Yes.
Good. Now you all have the Japa mala. How do we use it? So each bead, first of all, how do you hold it? What is this sign? Can you give me a peace sign? Good. Now hold the Japamala in these three fingers like this. Right? This finger is called the pointer finger. What does it represent? It represents ego. Whenever we are talking to someone, what do we do? You. It's always the ego represented through this finger. So we are consciously putting the ego aside. and then holding it with these three fingers, I say Om Namah Shivaya and move one bead. Om Namah Shivaya, move another bead. Inwards, not outward. Because this whole process is to turn inward to calm the mind. Are you getting it? Not or say. You get it? Okay, good. Now there will be a time wherein you will reach to the 28th bead. The one which is standing with the red thingy. You will reach to that. And that which is standing out is called Meru. Meru, also known as that which represents Brahman or Paramatma. So you don't cross that Brahman. What do? At that point, if you want to continue another set of 27, pay attention. You hold it between your middle finger and ring finger and then turn it around. That which was the 27th will now become your first one. And then you begin from there again. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah. Clear? Usually I would have focused on introducing also who is your favorite form of God. So the 9th graders who have gotten your Japa Mala today, please do not lose these Japa Malas. They are not, sometimes people say, oh I lost it, can I find a replacement? They are not replaceable. One time job. You get it? You get it. Clear? Keep it. Do you have a puja altar or something like that in your house? Keep it on the altar, it will be safe. That way, every time you pick it up and place it back, you can say hi to Bhagavan also. Yo, what's up? That's what Namaha means. Yo, what's up? Okay. All the 9th graders, can you tell me which form of God do you like? For which? I want you to quickly close your eyes. Only the 9th graders. When you think of God, what is the form that comes in your mind? Top 3. If you have gotten it, open your eyes. Good. Which one? Probably Krishna. So it will be, the mantra will be Om Clean Krishnaya Namaha. Not clean, clean Krishnaya Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Can you write it down so that you can help them? Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. And what will be your mantra? Om Namah Shivaya. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Okay. Om Shri Sai Nathaya Namaha. Specifically Govinda. Govinda means Krishna, right? Okay. Om Klim Krishnaya Namaha. And that would be Om Namah Shivaya. Vishnu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now what you have to do is to practice this when you wake up. Do you all take shower in the morning? Thank you. After you take shower, you go sit and in front of the altar, take your Japa mala and do this 27 times daily. Preferably, if you get time, do it in the evening. When you come back home, do you take shower again? If you don't, please take. It's a good habit. Take shower, go again in front of the altar, sit down, and then chant it another 27 times. Morning one sharpens your mind for the entire day. Evening one cleans it up, cleans your mind so that you can wind off easily. How many times? 27 times. It will not take more than 7 minutes. So can you spare 7 minutes to keep your mind sharp and clean?
Excuse me.
Yes? No?
Yes.
It's less than 2 video songs on YouTube time. And you have to spend that on yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. Clear?